we got from a conversation code, and it's like inheriting across all of it. The tester understands this, the developer understands it, the VA definitely understands it, and not that you would ever show your customer your code, right? But if they had a shadow IT group and they were interested in code, you showed it to them, it was like, wow, you got it, right? You captured what we said, and you turned it into code. You must be Superman, you know? The idea is that it's on the developer's shoulders to actually write out the assertions, so that you basically start building out code from here. And this is like one tiny thing. User logouts, right? We're only going to test one thing with this particular class month here. It does introduce something called class explosion, which kind of freaks out a lot of developers. But when you test run, you see things like user logout says, I have entered my credentials, pass. My account name is pass. I should see the login button access. You show it to your developer. Everybody uses fitness. No, you need this? Yeah. Those reports, when those test runners run, the feedback comes out in something that a VA and a customer can understand. And that's very valuable, because especially if they see green and red, you know, they can see where you're having problems and they can see where you're not having problems. The last thing I want to talk about is, I mentioned at the beginning of the talk, there is this notion of hand roll samples, right? So, all right. This code here uses extra. These attributes up here basically kind of think of this as binding from the previous example. Think of this as given, when, then. But it's using it in a little bit different way. It's basically, you can have this verbiage here that kind of might not be exactly what the customer said, but when your test runners run it, this is what it's going to display. It's kind of nice. So you can kind of customize this message to basically, if you're running reports where your customers are actually looking at test on your integration server or something, they can actually see what you're doing. The other thing I want to point out is the solution layout here. Even though we have these are different projects, but you can lump things together if you want to. It doesn't make sense to put them together, so you want off and off in different folders. Leave them in separate folders. If you want persistence and something else, like say you have like caching and then you have persistence, they may not go in the same folder. You want to split them out. All right, they're different things. But think about. I talked a lot about solution now. So when you're building your specifications, kind of keep it organized as well. That way you can class stuff. Once the classes start